So we do face a consistent global struggle to defeat extremism and to guard against terrorism. This is a real problem, and in the last 4 years, for example, working with the police, my organisation has disrupted 31 late-stage attack plots in Great Britain. And even during the pandemic period that we've all been enduring for most of the last 2 years, we've had to disrupt 6 late-stage attack plots. So the terrorist threat to the UK, I am sorry to say, is a real and enduring thing.
The fact that we've got individuals who are now inspired rather than directed, they don't need permission from emirs abroad, they're seeing all of the propaganda in front of them and then being directed to use very simple methodologies. So we've seen vehicles used as weapons, we're seeing ordinary kitchen knives being used, and we're seeing targeting of innocents, of women and children. And this is and crowded places, and this is not a threat that we have been used to dealing with in the past.
Our daughter was 21 years old. She was out having the time of her life living in London.
And Jim became a freelance conflict reporter and went on a reporting trip, several actually, into both Libya and Syria.
It was so confusing to begin with because no one expects this kind of thing to happen to them. You know, it's a shock to the system.
I was running for a friend with cancer in that event. It was my first marathon. I had swore to myself halfway through the thing that I would never do another one. And then I was just approaching the finish line when the first bomb exploded.
We lived about 1.5 miles from the town centre. I thought that all the windows in our house had smashed. It was that loud.
My brother, Nick Alexander, was killed in the terror attack at the Bataclan in Paris in November 2015.
On the evening of the 25th of February 1977, he was murdered by a loyalist terrorist group.
And I put my fingers around the artery and stopped the bleeding. And she looked at me and she was in shock. I could see in her eyes. She didn't understand what was happening. 1 minute she was talking and laughing with her friend, the next minute she's dying.
He had his head down. He just wouldn't engage looking at anybody. And then all of a sudden he detonated the bomb. And I witnessed him blow himself up. The force of the blast blew me, the police reckon, probably about 2 meters through towards the concourse doors.
She always was a very nice child, very full of joy, full of appetite for life.
There's a realization, there's a loss of innocence and safety when you realize how vulnerable you really are. So one of the most profound impacts was realizing that
as humanity, we're just so much stronger when we seek to understand and to work with each other, and that is so much more powerful than seeking to divide and to finger point and to hate on other people.
That before you go any deeper into this extremist world, know that not only are you going to hurt your enemy, but you're also going to hurt the people that you're supposed to be defending or protecting. Violence is not going to get you anywhere.
After the attack, I had this very, very strong sensation that Martin had actually died, because I suddenly couldn't sense him anymore. I was absolutely certain that he'd gone.